All right, we are here, Live News Roundup. We are going to talk about some news stories and take your comments. Welcome, everyone, and welcome to our moderators. We got Sarah Joy and Angel Shark and Mark Helton there. Thanks all for moderating. I got to get our other chat rooms open. Let me do that. Let's get the other chat rooms open. Idaho Star is moderating. Thank you, Idaho Star. And we got our Facebook crew as well. Why am I not seeing the chat there? Let's try this again. Andrea Peterson Kelly is watching over on Facebook. You know, the chair isn't squeaking anymore. I seem to have fixed it with the silicone WD-40. Oh, Linda Belk is there moderating. Thank you, Linda Belk, for moderating. Yeah, we might talk about Bitcoin a little later on, which I think is a bubble, but that's just me. Pete O'Brien is there. Geraldine is there watching. April Coco. Melissa McQueen. Mr. Showtime. Jan Porter. Yeah, daylight savings time tonight. I'm excited about that. Okay, let's talk about, hey, there's a tornado warning. I want to just first quickly talk about that. Look, there's a tornado warning in Texas. There's a tornado warning in Texas. Where is this at? Hey, this looks pretty bad. That's not good. Look, there, it looks like there's like a possibly a significant tornado right near Hartley, Texas. Right there, where that bright green and that white is. Right here. Maybe it's a bit to the east of Hartley, Texas. Right here. Here. Let's see here. Is there a debris ball? We'll go on, we'll make correlation coefficient. Let's see. Ooh, there is. Oh, no, wait, is that the same one? Hold on. Right? Nah. Sorry. It's weird. This looks kind of like a debris ball here on the left. See that blue there? So there's different radars. But this right here is... So what you have is, see where it's blue here? This radar, it says correlation coefficient. And what it's telling you is the stuff in the air, is it the same shape or different shapes? So if it's raining, it's going to be pretty much the same shape because everything in the air is going to be like, like a raindrop. But when there's a tornado and there's debris being thrown up, then the stuff in the air has different shapes. And so you can get, if there's debris, you can get like a blue, circular or oval shape. I don't know if that really was debris from a tornado, but it's around the area. It's so I was looking and seeing if that was maybe a tornado, but it might not. It might have been, just wind damage or something, or just an artifact of the radar. So I don't know if there was a tornado there, but on the right is the, this right here is the velocity radar. And what you're looking for is like something like this, where you see that bright green and that red and white next to each other. That means there's fast wind going in opposite directions right next to each other, which is what you'd expect in a tornado, to have fast wind going in opposite directions. Right here. Although that's not the last frame of the radar. No, that is the last frame of the radar. I would not be surprised if there were a tornado like right here, but like to the east of Hartley, Texas. And then you also see on the left here, if we change this radar, this is the precipitation radar, and you'd be normally looking for like a hook shape on the left. The thing is, though, you sort of see a little hook right here. Yeah, see, look. Right where the green and red are next to each other, the couplet on here, over here you have this hook shape. This is the precipitation radar. That's showing you the rainfall. And when there's a tornado, it bends the rain around in a hook. So you're looking for a hook shape. So I would not be surprised. I'm guessing this is the area of concern. It looks, fortunately, like it's a little east of Hartley, Texas. But I would not be surprised if there's a tornado going on there right now. I mean, it's a tornado warning. But fortunately, it's not going right over a city. I'm gonna look this. I'm gonna see if I can find any more information on this. Looks like just to the east of Hartley, Texas. Let's see what I can find out. I bet if I search like Twitter for Hartley, I'll find people talking about a possible tornado there. By the way, you can see tornado warning including Hartley, Texas. That's the warning. Not a very populated town. Let's see. Yeah, see, I just did a Twitter search, and you can see a lot of people are talking about this. They're posting about it, their radar shots. Cal Tellefson, who's a weather specialist, says the first tornado warning of the day has been issued to the northwest of Amarillo near Hartley, Texas. There are plenty of rotating storms that need to be watched for future warnings. Vivian Yurton says, just issued a severe thunderstorms warning in my area. Plainview, Texas. Oops, sorry. I just went away. Let's zoom out. Yeah, so you can see this is, we're talking about northern Texas here. And you can see this is the tornado area, tornado warning area is the red box, and then these two yellow boxes are severe thunderstorm warnings. One of our viewers is in Plainview. It doesn't look like the severe thunderstorm warning includes Plainview. It's a bit to the northwest of Plainview. There still might be severe weather there, though. Yeah, Hartley, Texas. WTX Rail fan says not much of anything up there except cows and wind. Hartley, Texas looks like a smaller town. Hartley, it says population, about 500 people live in Hartley, Texas. Pretty sparsely populated. Sharon Heberling, hello. WTX Railfan says that's known as the Panhandle. Texas Panhandle, right here. Okay. So we'll keep an eye on that. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if a tornado just came through here near Hartley, Texas. But it looks like maybe a bit to the east of it. Vivian Yurton says small farming community. I don't know if they have a scanner there. I kind of want to turn on their scanner for a second. I don't think you're going to hear anything on the scanner, but it's sort of interesting just to listen. Hartley. I'm going to, what is this? I don't even know if I can get the scanner. There's a scanner for a city in Hartley County. Let's see if the scanner's saying anything. I turned the scanner on. I'm not hearing anything though. There's only 10 people listening to it. Jonah, I just showed a tweet from Cal Tellefson. Did he post something new? By the way, I don't know what this is. No, I'm not hearing anything on that scanner. Cal Tellefson, all I know about him, I believe I've seen people I know retweet him. So I can't, I can't confirm what he's saying. Oh, he says we have a tornado near Nazareth, Texas. And then what he's doing is this person, Sean Ramsey, is saying that this is a tornado south of Nazareth. I can't confirm this. I can't confirm this. I just don't know. It's somebody on Twitter posting on it. I don't know if that is a tornado or not. So we'll see if we hear anything more about that. I don't think there's a warning in that area right now, because that might be in one of the thunderstorm areas. Oh, there's new tornado warning. That's what it is. Okay. New tornado warning. This is in the Texas Panhandle. Nazareth, Texas is right here. They just issued this tornado warning. Hang on. This is the second one. Now, the area they're talking about is going to be... Yeah, it's right here. See the red and the blue right next to each other? That's where it is. So it looks like it just came through this way, near Nazareth, and is going past it now. So that picture was probably legit. It's hard to see on the left side because there's so much rain in the area, but right here, it's where the red and the blue are next to each other, right over here. Might have gone through Nazareth. How big is Nazareth, Texas? Uh, 311 people as of 2010. Not a very big city. We're talking northern Texas. Up here. All right. So that was their second tornado warning for the area. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. See, that's the one. That's the second one. Vivian says that's about 15 minutes away from me. Miss Amy says tornado season. When is tornado season? Severe Weather 101. Where's the season? The peak tornado season for the Southern Plains, Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas is from May into early June. On the Gulf Coast, it is earlier in the spring. On the Northern Plains and Upper Midwest, it is in June or July. But remember, tornadoes can happen any time of year. They can happen at any time of day or night, but most tornadoes occur between 4 and 9 p.m. That's from NSSL. Okay. I mean, this one looks like it's just kind of heading this way. So hopefully, even if it's, sorry, where is this? Looks like it's heading this way. So hopefully it misses happy, even if it's still a tornado. That's that one. And then this one is, that's the one right here. That's in Texas, but if there is a tornado there right now, it doesn't actually look to me like it was maybe petering out. But if there is one, it would be right around here. But fortunately, there's no city, no town right near there. So hopefully it just goes in the middle of these places. Okay, we'll keep you updated on the tornado situation. There's a tornado watch for that area. Let's look up watches and warnings. See the yellow? The yellow is tornado watch area. See the yellow right there? Hold on, where is the watches thing? Yeah, there's 2 tornado watches, northern Texas and some of Oklahoma. That's where they are right now. There's this one, and that goes until 9 p.m. Central Time. Tornadoes possible there. Oh, is that just Texas? No, that's not, none of Oklahoma. It's just Texas. It's this part of Texas, northern Texas. There's that one, and then there's this one that goes till 6 p.m. Central. This part of northern Texas. I think Linda Belk lives south of this area. She lives in Odessa. Odessa is here. The area of concern is up here. Linda lives here, south of there. Oh, there's a new tornado warning. New tornado warning. A third one. One of our viewers just mentioned this. WTX Railfan. Here's another one. Again, northern Texas. Right here. Is that the new one? That's the new one right there. This one here. Huh? Wait, where's the third one? I see 2 of them. Where's the third one? One. It's that one. Oh, it's not this one. Is it this one here? I think it's this one right in here. I'm looking. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not seeing the obvious signs of a major tornado on this radar on the right here. So there's a website which will show, I think it's Tornado HQ, and they actually will show you like a map with all of the tornado warnings on it. I think it's Tornado HQ. Yeah, that's Tornado HQ. So that's a convenient place to find where the current warnings are. Like all in one map. There it is. The red are where the warnings are. Then we're going to talk about the whole winter storm. The winter storm is north of that. Deadeye said tornado on the ground guy is live streaming it on Twitch. I can't show somebody live streaming it. One of our viewers mentioned Reed Timmer. Is Reed actually live right now? He might be live. I know he was storm chasing. Where is here? I don't believe Reed is live at the moment. See, he's in Texas. He's in that area. 23 minutes ago, he was posting live. He's on Facebook. All right, so I haven't heard of anything particularly damaging tornado-wise so far. We'll keep our eyes on it, and we'll let you know. If you hear of anything new, you can let me know at Lookner on Twitter. Our viewer Smith in Florida said there was a tornado on ground north of Nazareth, Texas. Well, I think it looks like there was a tornado there, but I haven't heard of any kind of significant interaction with like a city or a town or something. Yeah, if somebody's streaming on Twitch, you can mention it. I can't show it, but you can mention it in the chat if they're streaming like if something we're talking about. Okay. Oh, Vivian says Reed Timmer is covering this event. He's having issues with his cell service. We should talk about the winter storm. Let's talk about the winter storm. Why don't we do that? Hang on one sec here. Actually, Josh Jacob Architect said Severe Studios had somebody storm chasing, I guess. Again, I can't show storm chasing video. That's their video. But you might be able to, if you search around online, I'm guessing you might find some people out there live storm chasing. Josh Jacob Architect recommended severestudios.com. Yeah, they have somebody streaming out there, it looks like, I think. Okay, the place to reach me is at Lookner on Twitter. That's where you can reach me. At Lookner on Twitter. Carrie Jones says Denver, north and south, basically getting 1 to 2 inches of snow per hour until late Sunday night. Yeah, we're going to talk about that right now. Michael Rivers says that Reed Timmer is in Texas, but he has a bad signal, so it keeps dropping. John Siebert, this radar program is called Radar Scope. I use an app called Radar Scope. That's the one I use. Just seeing what's out here. This is one of the tornado warnings in North Texas. Maybe right in here. Sorry, maybe right in here. But fortunately, we're not. This area right here is not crossing over any towns right now. Okay, let's talk about the winter storm. Deborah Martinez says, very little snow here in Fountain, Colorado. Don Veek says, 806 storm chasers are in Nazareth, Texas. Eric, I've heard no reports of damage from Texas. Thanks so much, by the way, Lori Rose Herzo, for the Facebook stars. Thank you, Lori Rose. That's very kind of you. Robert Kennedy says snowing in Denver already. Let's show you a radar shot. So big snow coming up for some parts of Colorado and Wyoming next couple days. This right here is the radar. So see the blue? The blue is snow. The blue is snow and the pink is mix. So this is where the snow is right now. North Fort Collins, northeast Colorado, and southeast Wyoming, and also some of Nebraska. That's where the snow is. Gareth says, I am in Greeley, Colorado. The snow is really coming. Let's check out the current. Oh, Linda says most of the Texas tornadoes are touching down in fields. Hello, F-35 Light. Let's check the current prediction for accumulation. So this is Weather Channel. I'm sure they'll have a map. Well, where's their map? I didn't want to see that. Here's Weather Channel. So that's their snowfall forecast map through Monday. The light pink is over 2 feet. That includes Cheyenne. It includes some of Nebraska, some of Wyoming, and some of Colorado. Denver right now is in the 12 to 18 inches. Dark purple. That's through Monday. Cheyenne is in over 2 feet. Brenda says, just moved from Fort Collins. Fort Collins, let's just see what their weather says. That we can get a warning. Winter storm warning, northeastern Colorado. Powerful winter storm moves in today. A significant late winter storm near the Four Corners region. I assume the Four Corners is... wait, where's the Four Corners? I see 1, 2. There's 2. There's 2 corners. I don't know where the Four Corners region is. We got to look this up. Oh, it is the 4 states. I did not know that. The Four Corners is a region of the U.S. consisting of Colorado. Oh, it's not all 4 states. Okay, it's a little confusing. It's the corner of Colorado, the corner of Utah, the corner of Arizona, and the corner of New Mexico. Is that what we're talking about? Is that the one? Or is it a different one? Hang on. I don't know if that's the same 4 corners they're talking about. 4 corner region. That's what it says here. Colorado, come to life. But that's southwest Colorado. That's southwest. We're not talking, that's not the, I'm confused now. Now I'm confused. Near the Four Corners region. But the worst of this is not supposed to be in the southwest of Colorado. It's supposed to be the northeast of Colorado. Look, there's Colorado. So the worst is supposed to be up here, not down here. I'm very confused. Anyways, when it says near the Four Corners region, remember that's another side of Colorado. It will track slowly, blah, 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 blah. Significant snowfall to much of northeast and north central Colorado and likely result in difficult, if not impossible, travel from late this afternoon or evening. From late this afternoon or evening through Sunday and Sunday night. So starting later today or tonight and going all the way till tomorrow night. The most severe conditions from deep accumulating snow will likely occur in and near the Fort Range Mountains and foothills, where 2 to 4 feet of snow may fall. Blah, 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 blah. The favored locations for heavy snow totals along the I-25 corridor will be from Boulder north of the Fort Collins area. Boulder, Fort Collins. Heavy snow heavy at times expected this afternoon through Sunday. Total snow accumulations of 1 to 2 feet expected. This is for northeast Colorado. Winds could gust as high as 35 miles an hour. Until 6 a.m. Monday. That's the winter storm warning. Travel could be very difficult to impossible tonight and Sunday. Conditions will deteriorate today as the storm arrives, but the most severe conditions will likely hold off until tonight and Sunday. Okay. And then Cheyenne, Wyoming. Blizzard warning for Cheyenne, Wyoming. For southeastern Wyoming, blizzard warning. Historic and crippling winter storm will significantly impact all of southeast Wyoming and the western Nebraska panhandle this evening. Widespread blizzard conditions developing late tonight into early Sunday. Travel will be extremely dangerous or impossible over much of the area. Conditions unlikely to improve until at least early Monday. Blizzard warning in effect from 11 tonight to 6 a.m. Monday. Blizzard warning. Very heavy snow and blowing snow likely. Blizzard conditions developing overnight. Total snow of 15 to 25 inches with locally higher amounts in excess of 30 inches. Wind gusts up to 55 miles an hour. That's for southeastern Wyoming. Whiteout conditions likely in falling and blowing snow. Okay. So it looks like the worst is going to start tonight. JOL says it's just leaving the Four Corners region, now heading away. Year Zero says Four Corners is where the storm sets up to dump snow in the Front Range of Denver. So the Four Corners is here. These are the Four Corners down here. This is Four Corners here. But what we're talking about is this part of Colorado, this part of Wyoming, this part of Nebraska, this area here. Mark says it could hit 70 degrees there next week. Weird weather there. Our viewer LJD says we ship a lot. And I got a package embargo notice for Colorado. Snookerstone made burgers on Snookerstone's toaster. Good job. Brenda Bradley says they will close the I-25 highway up there around Cheyenne. Jeremy Thompson says, I am in Boulder, Colorado. I have my firewood and supplies. I'm going to check Snap Maps and see if anyone is posting stuff from that area. Let's check Snap Maps. Again, the worst is supposed to be starting like later today or tonight. I checked Snap Maps before. I did not see much. Yeah, it's like up here. There's Denver. There's Fort Collins. There's Cheyenne. Let's see, there's not many posts from here yet. That's Fort Collins 53 minutes ago. It says, and so it begins. Okay. Oh, look that's Louisville, Colorado. Hold on, I'll show you this. I guess there was a shot of a store. Ooh, 8 minutes ago, Platteville, Colorado. Look at this. That's 8 minutes ago. Okay. That's Longmont, Colorado, an hour ago. A10 Pilot says that part of the country is lovely. Ooh, hold on. Look at this. Denver. That's somebody in Denver posting. Some people eating some stuff. Hold on, I saw a different video. That's Denver an hour ago. That looks like the airport an hour ago. Brighton, Colorado an hour ago. Lockabouy an hour ago. It's going to get a lot worse. Jeremy says, just started snowing where Jeremy is. We'll send video. Yeah, send some video. Write to me on Twitter @Lookner. There's Derby an hour ago. There's another video here I saw. Where's this? That's Thornton, Colorado, 9 minutes ago. Yeah, Linda Birdbike, we've been talking about the tornadoes in the Texas Panhandle. We're keeping an eye on it. We just spent a bunch of time talking about that. Anywhere else here? Oh, we showed you that one. Okay, we showed you that. Ooh, that's Aurora, Colorado, 20 minutes ago. Look at that. That's pretty. Kisei says, I want snow so bad. Kisei is in Europe. Hey, let's thank our moderators. They are hanging out. They are moderating. Mark Helton, Sarah Joy, Angel Shark, Linda Belk. Linda is in Texas, in Odessa. She says, getting very blustery here. No mention of tornado watches here in Odessa. She is moderating. Oh, Graham Joy says the storm came out of the Four Corners region. Jeremy Kiefer says coming down in Broomfield, Colorado right now. Oops. Hey, we have our other moderators as well. Idaho Star. Thank you, Idaho Star. Thank you to Kinpicky. Carrie Jones says there is concern for vaccines if the power goes out. Not all COVID locations have backup generators. That's what Carrie Jones says. Ronnie Girton, our viewer, says it started at Fort Collins about an hour ago, about an inch so far at the foothills. Robert Kennedy says it's snowing in Denver. Ronnie Girton says the storm has been circling for about 2 days counterclockwise. Ronnie says it was 2 storms merging together. That's what Ronnie says. Denver 7 News says as of 1:30 Saturday, around 750 flights have been canceled at Denver International Airport, including most for the remainder of the day. There are already 1,200 flights canceled for tomorrow. Katie616 says it's not pretty if you live in it most of the year. A10 Pilot, I'm glad you got your vaccine dose. All right. So that's going on. Let's look at the tornado warnings. This is all in northern Texas. There are 3 tornado warnings. So let's see here. I'm just looking at the radar, especially on the right. On the right, I'm looking at the velocity radar on the right to see what I can see. I don't know. Let me see if I get any more information for you. This was 4 minutes ago. U.S. Stormwatch. U.S. Stormwatch retweeted this. This person, Marcus Diaz, said, NWS Amarillo, large wedge in progress, southwest of Happy, Texas. So that might be a tornado there. That was posted 4 minutes ago. I guess he is a storm chaser. And then there's people, I mean, I can't show them on the air, but some of you are watching some live streams. Ooh, here's another person. What is this? This person is named Ian Shelton. I can't verify this. It looks legit to me. They say this is a tornado near Happy, Texas. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it is a tornado, because there's a tornado warning going on in that area right now. But again, I haven't heard about, because there's the one with Happy, Texas is right here. Yeah, see, the area to look at, there's Happy, Texas. And the area to look at is right here. Right here, because you have the bright blue and the red next to each other, which suggests wind going fast in different directions right next to each other, which is what you'd have if you have a tornado. It's going around in a circle. So my guess is is in that area, if it's still happening. Actually, you can sort of see maybe a hook here. See that orange on the left here? This is the rain radar. With a tornado, you can get the rain hooking around because the wind bends it around. But maybe this hook here, that might be a hook from the tornado. I'm not sure if there's a tornado still going on. Anyways, I have not heard that it's impacted any town significantly, so we'll keep an eye on it. And then this person, Justin Demon, posted large tornado on Tony Lauback's stream. I guess somebody named Live Storm Chasing is streaming if you want to look for that. Let's see. Let me check here and see. Maybe I can direct you somewhere. Mark Helton says tornado looks like it's going west of Happy. If you go, for example, to... Oh, there's a... I'm just looking on Facebook. There's a channel called Texas Storm Chasers where they're talking about it. I don't see a live shot on the channel. That's on Facebook. There's someone who is stealing a stream on Facebook from KWTV Oklahoma City. But I don't know if they're taking their footage from somewhere else. Oh, Mr. Showtime says, I'm on Weather Channel. Are they showing it on Weather Channel? I'm going to check that as well. I need to get it on the screen here. I can't steal their stream, though. I can look at it myself. I can't just show it on my feed, though. But I'll at least see what they're saying. Hang on here. Where is it here? Where is it? There it is. Yeah, Weather Channel is covering it too, but I'm not seeing like a live shot of tornadoes. So I'll keep you posted. Here, look. Here, look at this. National Weather Service Amarillo. Storm chasers confirm a large tornado 2 miles northwest of Happy, Texas in southern Randall County. Storm likely crossing US 87 and I-27 in next 10 minutes. I don't believe this is near any it's going through any town. Looks like a pretty sparsely populated area there. Two miles northwest of Happy, Texas. So that's going to be this one. There's Happy, Texas right here. Yeah, it's right. I think it's right here. See, there's Happy, Texas. I think it's right here. See with the blue, the bright blue there and the bright red, it's going to be right in there, I bet. So if we zoom in, yeah, it's right here. Hang on, let me do this. Right in here. But I don't even see I'm looking on my map. Fortunately, I don't even see the name of any towns around here, which is good. What you don't want to see is it going over like where the name of a town is. But that's it. That's Happy. It's northwest of Happy, Texas. That's just the one they're talking about right there. KS says Reed Timmer is live on Facebook if you want to watch that. I'm at Reed's page. I don't see Reed live right now. I'm on his page. I don't see him live. Oh, there he is. It says we're having trouble playing the video. And one of our viewers recommended Severe Studios, but I didn't see anything there. I'm on the page. I'm not seeing where to look. Okay, let's get back. Ooh. Weather Nation says tornado watches over West Texas. It has been expanded. I don't know if that's in Linda's area. Is Odessa in here? Tornado watches over West Texas have been expanded south for a few possible tornadoes, winds to 80 miles an hour, and hail to the size of 2.5 inches. Let's see. Yeah, this is tornado watch. This is this new tornado watch area here. See this? Look at this. Right here. That's not, see that's the new one down here. And that goes until, that's down here, and that goes until 10 p.m. tonight. Couple tornadoes possible. Is that in Linda's area? Linda says the tornado watch is in Midland County next to my county. So Linda's saying that she is not in the tornado watch area. She's near it. Hey, Ghosty Lee is watching. Hello, Ghosty Lee. One of our viewers said, Rasonic said on the Severe Studios website, check live storm chasers. Oh, okay. If you go to Severe Studios and you go to live storm chasers, you can find some people out there chasing. Okay. Here, look. Confirmed tornado in southern Randall County, northwest of Happy, Texas. That's 5 minutes ago. Location is 285 and just west of I-27. Anyone on I-27 near Happy is in danger. That's Happy, Texas. Again, we've been showing you these. Wow, look at this on the radar. Wow. Wow. That's really a big deal. Wow. Okay, you usually do not see something like this. See this right here? Look at that. See that dark blue and the bright red? That means you have very fast wind blowing in opposite direction right next to each other. That's a couplet on the right there. That's a pretty, you're looking for that on the velocity radar. This is how fast the wind is going on the right. But that's a pretty clear, you usually don't see, like dark blue is faster than light blue, which is faster than bright green. So you don't often see like a couplet that's that clear with dark blue in it. So that's pretty clear. But fortunately, it's north of Happy right now. See, that's Happy. Oh, and that's the road. I bet that's the road. I bet this blue line here that must be the road they're talking about, this blue line. So that's there. And then on the left, that's the hook. This is the rain radar. You have the rain being bent around by the tornado, I bet, right here. And I wonder if there's a debris ball. Right there. That's the debris ball. Right here. See the blue? That means that there's objects of different shapes in the sky. It's not just raindrops. Right there. So, yeah, that looks like that's the large tornado. It's right here. That's it. Looks like it's right on top of the highway right now. But it's north of Happy, Texas, so it's not near any town, but it is going across the highway, it looks like. But look at this. Right there. right there. And that's the debris ball right there. It's right on top of the highway, I think, if that's the highway. Let me go to the map. See, there's Happy, Texas. It looks like the 27 is the interstate. That's the 27 that goes north of Happy. It looks to me like it's literally on the 20, it's like right over the 27. That's what it looks like. Right on top of it. Let me see if I can get you any updates. But again, the fortunate thing is it's not on top of a town. Yeah, see, like this was 5 minutes ago. They said anyone on I-27 near Happy is in danger. See, this is just what I said. They said crossing I-27 now. That's literally, this is just what we were looking at. That's from NWS Amarillo. That's just what we were talking about. And then this is the thing I was showing you. Right there. That's literally what I just had on the radar. That where the circle is. This is exactly what we were looking at. Yeah, see, this person's a meteorology student, Colin Gross, who says meteorology student at Rutgers. But see, that's just what I was, he circled the same thing. This is literally just what I showed you, the debris ball and the couplet. Same thing, right on top of the highway. I don't know if anyone is showing this tornado live. Oh, look, PM Breaking News had a video of it right here from Sam Trujillo from PM Breaking News. They just posted this.
Big tornado. You're Happy, Texas. That fucker is moving. We got a tip.
Yeah, and that's Sam Trujillo. He's a stormscape photographer. He posted that. Oh, now he posted that 16 minutes ago, okay? So that wasn't like 2 minutes ago. That was 16 minutes ago. See, that is crazy. That's really, one of the posts said textbook. Yeah, that is textbook. That's what, when you're looking on the velocity radar on the right here, you are looking, wow, it even is bright red. So again, this radar shows how fast the wind is going. You're looking for like a couplet. You're looking for different, like red and red. You're basically looking for red and blue or red and green right next to each other, which means the wind is going fast and really fast in opposite directions, which is what happens if you have a tornado. Because on different sides of the tornado, the wind's going in opposite directions. But look at that. See, it's blue here, and then the red is even faster than the blue. See how it's blue? See how you have, it's like light blue. There's like a scale down at the bottom of the radar, which I don't know if you can see. So, hold on. For a moment, see, this is the wind scale. You could see the blue, if you go back one frame in the radar. See, if you go back one frame in the radar, see there's like a red dot in the middle of the blue? That's like this, that means the wind is even faster than blue when it gets to red. So that's like really, this looks like a really strong tornado right here. but it's past the highway now. But that's not now. Now let's see. Let's play this radar forward a little bit. Now see. So this is the latest frame of the radar. Right, it goes right over the highway. Yeah. So hopefully nobody got hit on the highway, but it went right over the 27, and then now it's continuing. But the good thing is that there's no towns in this area. Looks like a very sparsely populated area. If we go here, Happy, Texas. Satellite shot. Yeah, I mean, this is the area. So there's Happy, Texas, and there's the north. Yeah, I mean, it's somewhere over here. But you can see it's like, I mean, I'm sure there's some structures there, but it's pretty sparse. It looks like a lot of farmland there, a lot of farmland. That's the area we're talking about. Yeah, Lucas says the purple shows how strong it is. I've never seen it that color. Yeah, I don't know when the last time it is that I saw this. That inside, I mean, you rarely see dark blue, but because dark blue is faster than light blue. But man, to see that red inside the dark blue, or that purple is faster than dark blue. Right there. That's crazy. But it's just really fortunate this is not happening in a more populated area, because that looks like a super strong tornado. Look at that on the right. That's like what you're looking for on the right there. And then on the left you have this blue ball area, which is a debris ball, it looks like, representing debris being thrown in the air. And is there still a hook shape over there on the left? Yeah, I mean, it's vaguely you can see the rain hooking around from the tornado here. Oh, probably right here. Right in here. But that's crazy. Wow, it is still going. It looks like it's still going, that thing. Look at this on the right. Wow. Let's see if I can find any other. Hang on. Reporting here. Of that specific tornado. I mean, maybe somebody's out there chasing it right now. Yeah, see, this is Dan Scoff said, there was a large dangerous tornado reported south of Canyon, Texas, crossing the I-27. Very evident tornado debris signature with this tornado. And see, hold on, if I can show you this. What he's talking about is hang on a second here. He's talking about this right here, that blue ball that was going over the highway. That's the tornado debris signature. That's what he's talking about. I found this. Iowa State University, blah, 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 blah. Where is there's supposed to be like a particularly dangerous tornado, something or other. No, that's not what I wanted. I don't think. This says Amarillo, Texas. How do I read these? I don't know. Oh, look, here's a post about it. Matthew Capucci. Meteorologist. A strong to violent tornado is ongoing in Randall County, Texas. Images suggest tornado is likely a half-mile wide or greater. Undoubtedly winds over 150 miles an hour, making this at least a strong tornado. Could be violent EF4 strength. Could affect I-40 in next 40 minutes. So that's literally, this is what we were showing you on the radar there. He says 170 miles an hour gate-to-gate shear is extremely impressive. 101 wind going inbound towards the radar, 69 miles an hour going outbound away from the radar. So different directions. He's saying there's usually you have wind going in one direction next to wind going in another direction fast, which is what you get in a tornado because there's circulation. But he says the difference, the fact that you have a 170 mile an hour difference between the two wind speeds, he says this is likely an EF4 plus tornado. I think EF5 is the highest grade. EF5 tornadoes are the highest category, weather.com. Well, let's go back to the radar. What is it right now? When it crossed over the interstate, the 27, it was looking really bad. Probably a 4 or 5 from what the experts are saying. Now you can see now it's looking a little less defined there. See right now? So you still on the right there, as it moves to the east, you still have this couplet here of the bright blue and the bright red next to each other, but it's not the bright blue is not as strong a wind as the dark blue. So if we go back a couple, see there it's dark blue. There it's light blue. Dark blue is even worse. And here this is yellow. Yellow is faster than red. Oops. So this very likely could still be a significant tornado, but the wind speeds on the radar on the right are not as strong as it was a couple of like that was insane. That's really crazy. See, so it looks like maybe it's getting weaker. Hey, you're watching our live news roundup, and we've been focusing on this tornado going on, this big tornado. Give me a shout if you have comments at Lookner on Twitter. Also, a reminder, your donations are what allows me to do these channels. So you are the ones who allow me to do this. So I really appreciate your support. So if you do like the coverage and you want to support it and help keep it on the air, you can donate by going to agendafree.tv, agendafree.tv. Ooh. Hey, there's a snow squall warning. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Snow squall warnings. I don't think I've ever seen snow squall warnings on radar scope before. It's for Arizona. It's in the middle of Arizona. See here? Look, snow squall warning. Let's read this. I've never seen a snow squall warning. It says, snow squall warning in west central, north central Arizona. A dangerous snow squall was located. Poor visibility and heavy snow and blowing snow. Wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Dangerous, life-threatening travel, including these highways. I don't know that I've ever seen a snow squall warning. Look at that. Whiteout conditions. Zero visibility and heavy snow and blowing snow. Wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Kisei says, I've seen them, but only in Massachusetts. A snow squall is a sudden, moderately heavy snowfall with blowing snow and strong, gusty surface winds. It is often referred to as a whiteout. Snow squalls and National Weather Service, an intense, short-lived burst of heavy snowfall that leads to a quick reduction in visibilities and is often accompanied by gusty winds. So it's really quick. The combination of quick reductions in visibilities and sudden slick conditions on roadways can often lead to high-speed wrecks, pile-ups, and subsequently injuries and fatalities because it's so sudden. It's so sudden. A couple of our viewers are saying there may be 2 tornadoes. That's what Andrea Lynn's Arkansas Garden says. Well, I'll go back to the radar and check. There are 4 tornado warnings in Texas right now. They're all roughly in the same area. So see these tornado warnings? It's all up here. It's all north of Lubbock, south of Amarillo. All 4 of them are in a row. So I'm eyeballing this. Well, this looks like the one that was originally just a crazy one right here. Ooh, is this 2 of them? This might be 2 of them. Hang on. I'm looking at this. This looks like maybe 2 tornadoes. 1, 2. This is one of these is the one that was the crazy, it looked like a crazy strong one that went over the I-27, which was here. But it looks like there's 2 now. Looks like there's 2 here. To me. Those are 2 couplets there on the right. The red dot and the blue dot, right, and the blue-white dot next to each other. See that? So that looks like possibly 2 of them. But fortunately, it's not near any towns. That's that one. Okay. Then let's look at the other warning areas. Hang on. There's 1. Tornado warning. Now this is a... Ooh. This might be... No, that's the one we were just looking at. That's the area we were just looking at. How about down here? This could be something else down here. I don't know if there's... So there's 1 and 2... Sorry, let me do it this way. There's 1 and 2 here, north of Happy, Texas. And then I don't know if there's another one down here. Right in there, maybe, I'm not sure. That's east of Happy, Texas. And then further down here, I'm not seeing anything as noticeable in this area right here. Mark Helton says Weather Channel confirms there are 2 tornadoes. One of our viewers recommended Texas storm chasers on YouTube. I will call them up here, but I can't show their footage on my channel. Yeah, Texas Storm Chasers is... There's somebody out there doing a live chase. They have a couple different broadcasts going on, I guess. So you can check them out, Texas Storm Chasers. All right, give me a shout if you have comments, questions, updates at LookNerd. Ooh, I'm seeing maybe some new tornado warnings in Texas. Oh, thank you, Aravic Sonder. Hey, Aravic Sonder, that's very kind of you. Aravic Sonder says, a year ago, my students were excited to have 2 weeks of spring break. Oh, because of the they didn't realize how long term the pandemic is going to be. Thank you, Aravic. Much appreciated. Thank you. Oh, here's an update. Look. People in Lake Tanglewood and near Palo Duro Canyon State Park should be taking cover. 2 tornadoes confirmed. This is just what we were looking at, right? We were just looking at this on the radar. Those are the 2 things I circled. It looks like these are going to go south of Lake Tanglewood, though. We'll go back to the radar, but this is just what we were talking about. That's from National Weather Service. So 2 tornadoes. Let's see. We got to zoom in here. I zoomed in too far. Let me do this. Let's get the velocity radar. I want the velocity radar. So I'm looking at this right now. That looks like it could be one right there. There's Happy, Texas right there. So there was this, a little while ago, there was this massive tornado that like went right across the 27 somewhere in here. But I'm seeing this one here. That's really looks like the most concerning area right now to me. To my amateur eye. Oops. Sorry, I need to get off of this. Yeah, that right there. Ooh, sorry. Everything's messed up here. Right here. That looks like the biggest, most concerning area right there. These are all tornado warnings right next to each other in northern Texas. There's Amarillo like right there. Oh, look. Severe Studios retweeted this. 2 massive tornadoes south of Canyon, Texas. That was a half hour ago. I don't know if it was really 2. Looks like at least 1.
2 tornadoes side by side. They both are touching down.
Sibling tornadoes.
This is insane.
It is moving.
Wow, they're about to converge.
Whoa! No, I think that one's further towards us.
Holy smokes, are you kidding me?
I was muted. Oh no, I was muted. Okay. I was muted. Okay, we'll talk about this again. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted after the video. So what I was talking about is a viewer said, will you talk about the increasing deaths with the vaccines or something like that? And what I was saying is there's no evidence that vaccines, that there's been these scary headlines recently of, for example, of blood clots in vaccines. But there's no evidence that the vaccine is killing people and that it's causing blood clots. And there's a lot of irresponsible headlines about it. And what I was saying is vaccines are being given to hundreds of millions of people. People normally die and get sick. Lots of people die and get sick, unfortunately. So if you give the vaccine to hundreds of millions of people, there are going to be people who die and get sick shortly after taking the vaccine. That's just statistics. That doesn't mean the vaccine caused it. And I see all these irresponsible headlines out there saying like vaccine worries over blood clots and stuff. But the scientists don't think that the vaccines are causing blood clots. Look, Oxford AstraZeneca, EU says no indication vaccine linked to clots. There is no indication the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine is linked to an increased risk of blood clots. The EU's medicine regulator says. It said the number of cases in the vaccinated people of blood clots was no higher than the general population. So I just keep seeing this stuff. So, you see a report that some people died after taking the vaccine. Well, people die after not taking the vaccine. So just because somebody took the vaccine and died doesn't mean the vaccine caused it. You need to show causation. So this is the latest one. You keep seeing these irresponsible headlines. This is not an irresponsible headline. This is a good headline because this explains that the scientists don't think it's causing it. That's from BBC. But then you'll see a headline that says, worries over blood clot worries over vaccine. Well, that's just irresponsible if you don't report that the scientists don't think that's what's causing it. 2 days ago, no reason to not keep using AstraZeneca vaccine, says WHO. Margaret Harris of the WHO told a briefing on Friday it's an excellent vaccine in that no causal relationship had been established between it and health problems reported. Smith in Florida had Johnson & Johnson shot yesterday. I'm not even sore and feeling good. Excellent. Sorry about the sound going out. Thank you, by the way, to Chuck in Kangaroo Island in Reed Israel for your support. Chuck, Kangaroo Island in Reed Israel. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Also, I owe another thank you to Anthony Mannon. Anthony Mannon, thanks so much for your support, Anthony. I appreciate that. Thank you, Anthony. And also, Chef Charles. Hey, Chef Charles, thanks for your support of the channel. That's really kind of you guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Seize the Day says she heard my vaccine-related complaint about the misleading coverage when I was muted. Again, there is no evidence, and believe me, there's people looking for evidence because they'd want to know. There is no evidence the vaccines have any other effects, negative health effects, besides the side effects that are already acknowledged. There are well-acknowledged side effects. You can go to the CDC and see them. such as headache, muscle aches, that kind of thing. Some people can have severe allergic reactions. That's why they sit you down and watch you for a little while after you take the vaccine. And they ask you many questions about your allergic reaction history. When I got the vaccine, they asked me a number of questions about, are you allergic to things? Have you had severe allergic reactions before? But that's not causing you to have blood clots and causing you to die. Look, common side effects after getting a vaccine. On the arm where you got the shot, pain, redness, swelling. I had pain in my arm. Throughout the rest of your body, tiredness, headache, muscle pain, chills, fever, nausea. Oh, Best Standard is fully vaccinated today. Excellent. All right, let's go back to the tornadoes issue and let's see what's going on. There are 2 tornado warnings in Texas right now. Okay, that looks like it might be a significant tornado. Hang on. This is in northern Texas. Hang on. Right here. I'm thinking this looks right here, right there. See the bright red and the bright blue next to each other? That's wind speed. This is the wind speed radar. So you have fast wind going in opposite directions right next to each other. Blue means the wind is going towards the radar. Red means the wind is going away from the radar. But that would be where where there very well might be a tornado right now. But fortunately, it's not on top of a town. Maybe it's near a road. Well, this is the 27 here. This is a road here. It's not going over a major road right now, according to the map. But what you're seeing is there's 2 tornado warnings, and they're both right next to each other. This is in northern Texas. So we'll keep an eye on the tornado situation. Yeah, these kind of headlines are they're really irresponsible. 3 people in Norway treated for unusual symptoms after AstraZeneca COVID shots. Again, the vaccines are being given to hundreds of millions of people. People get sick and die, even when they're not taking the vaccines. You will definitely have cases. If you give the vaccine to enough people, you're going to give the vaccine. Some people who take it are going to die right after they took it. It's just a statistic. That doesn't mean it caused it. They're going to die anyway. So again, when you see a headline like this, what it should be saying is, if you're going to post a headline like this, you should be saying also, but no causal relationship has been shown. It should say 3 people in Norway treated for unusual symptoms after AstraZeneca COVID shots, but no causal relationship has been shown, and multiple scientists, including the WHO and the EU medical regulators, are saying that the vaccine is safe to take. It's just an irresponsible headline. This doesn't even have the quote from the EU or the WHO. It's actually an irresponsible story. Here's an article, Arab News. WHO insists AstraZeneca's vaccine is safe as jab faces new setbacks. But the setback would be if it was shown that it actually caused people to have negative health effects. Just because I think saying setback is misleading. Again, if I hear that scientists determine that that a vaccine is causing negative health effects like blood clots, I'll be the first one to rush and report it. Okay. Then the other problem is you have some countries have said we're not going to use that vaccine right now. We're stopping using the vaccine. Well, then you're leaving people unvaccinated, and people might get sick and die who otherwise would have been safe. Oh, hold on a second. Here's an update. Tornado update. Debris signature noted, well, look at this, on the storm moving north of PDC State Park. Should be crossing US 287 in the next 15 minutes. Let's see, where's this one? Okay, yeah, that actually looks, one of our viewers said it's looking stronger on the radar. So this is in North Texas. Yeah, look at on the right there, look at on the right. See that? Look at that on the right. Right here. See, we have dark blue right here. We have dark blue and yellow. Dark blue is faster wind than light blue. Dark blue is about 100 miles an hour. And then yellow is about, yeah, that's about 60, 70 miles an hour. Yeah, this is what you're looking for. Oh, let me just do this really quick. Let me make this correlation coefficient. So this on the right is the velocity radar. So you have the yellow dot, the yellow ball, and the yellow and dark blue right next to each other. That looks like it might be a significant tornado. I'm not seeing, there's no debris ball over here, but certainly very high winds moving in different directions. But there's no debris ball there. So well, maybe there's one here. But that dark blue just popped up. Oh, but it went away. See, look, on the next radar, see dark blue there, but then the next radar pass, it went away. So there might be a tornado in here, but fortunately the dark blue went away. Now it's light blue. Light blue is less fast than dark blue. John Curry, I'm literally listening to myself, John Curry. I don't know why you're saying no audio in capital letters. But again, there's nothing. Is this? Oh, I get this is the road up here. See this blue line? That must be the major road they're talking about. So let me show you where they're talking about here. This is Claude, Texas. There's Claude, Texas. So let's go look at Claude, Texas on our map. There's Claude, Texas. So the road, yeah, it's the 40, I think. I think I-40 is north of Claude, Texas. And there's Lake Tanglewood. So if there's a tornado, it's like right around in here. So when we look at our radar, yeah, I think that dark blue line on the radar here is the 40. So this thing could cross over the 40. You know, it's interesting, even when it's not in a sparsely populated area, it can pass over a major highway. Right here. That's Claude, Texas, and that's Lake Tanglewood. And I think that's the 40. So we'll keep an eye on that. All right. Hang on, I had to plug in my iPad. Here, look, NWS Amarillo. This is just what I was talking about. We were just looking at this. Large tornado continues south of Washburn, Texas. But we just talked about this. Remember I told you the dark blue was there? Now the dark blue isn't there. It's now light blue. But this is just what I showed you on the radar a couple minutes ago. This is the exact spot. And there's Claude, Texas, and there's Lake Tanglewood, and there's the 40. That's exactly what we were looking at. That's from the National Weather Service. The exact thing we were looking at. Ooh, it's going towards Washburn, Texas. I see. I didn't see that on the map. Okay. It doesn't even come up on the map. Where's Washburn? Washburn doesn't even appear on this. I guess Washburn is up here somewhere. What if I zoom in more? It doesn't even come up. There's no Washburn on my map. I don't see the Washburn anywhere. Okay, so that's where it would be right here. There's Washburn is right here. It's a pretty small town, Washburn. Let's hope the tornado doesn't hit it. No, Matt, this is not, this dark blue is not debris. This radar you're looking at here is the velocity radar, showing you how fast the wind is going. So this is not a debris ball. To see a debris ball, you need to look at the correlation coefficient radar. And there's no dark blue there. Correlation coefficient. See, there's a little piece of blue in there. But you'd be looking to see like a bigger blue ball in here. That on this, you have to look at the right radar. This is the correlation coefficient radar. Okay. What is this? Bobby Zitch said he found a scanner talking about this. Hang on. Where is my link here that I use? There. I don't think I'm going to listen to it right now because I haven't heard any reports of like major damage. Oh, there's a Central Texas Panhandle scanner. Central Texas Panhandle. Snake Doctor says, I've seen pictures of blown over semi-trucks on Twitter. Now that could be from a tornado, but that could just be from stormy weather too. Elizabeth G says, Jeff Piotrowski is live. Jeff Piotrowski is live on, what, Periscope and Twitter? Oh, Jeff Piotrowski on Twitter posted a video. Yeah, Jeff Piotrowski is live. I can't steal his footage, obviously. He's a professional storm chaser. But if you want to see Jeff's stream...
Looks like the interstate's about 2
Oops,
miles
hold on. Let me
here,
mute this.
and
Let
then
me
we're gonna
stop.
track it
So
east.
Jeff is really good. Go to Jeff Piotrowski. Jeff Piotrowski. He's live. You can go watch him on Twitch or Twitter. Jeff_Piotrowski. He's doing some storm chaser. Okay. Oh, Radar Omega posted about this too. They said tornado warning. Confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located 5 miles south of Washburn, Texas. Yeah, so. I mean, it's losing. See, this is the latest radar frame is here. So you don't see as strong a couplet here. First of all, the blue has gone away. It's not blue anymore, it's green. Green is less wind speed than blue. That's a positive sign. This could still be a tornado going on right here. Right here. But fortunately, it's not blue anymore. But that still very well could be a tornado right here. Oh, it looks like there is a little blue in there, actually. Right there. On the right there. And it's approaching the highway. And somewhere in here is Washburn. I don't know where. But that's the bright green and bright red next to each other. That's where it is. Hey, thanks, Ruben Urban. That's very kind of you, Ruben Urban. I appreciate that. Thank you. You are watching our live news roundup, where we've been talking a lot about the tornadoes in Texas. Kind of just been going on. Reading your comments, too, at Lookner on Twitter. Ashley, Stevie, and Lab Golden also mentioned that Jeff Piotrowski is doing some storm chasing in Texas. Hang on, I need to put the fan on in here. I thought the fan was on. Hang on, folks. Turning the fan on. There we go. Yeah, that, I mean, it is looking... Now, see, that's looking stronger now. Look at that. If we zoom in here, see right there? That is on the right. This on the right. Where's my pen here? Let me get my pen out. This will be better. Hang on. No. I need to make that a little bit brighter and thicker. Right there. You see here the bright green and the bright red next to each other? That's what you're looking for. That's where it would be. That's the velocity radar. Fast wind moving in opposite directions right next to each other, which is what you get if you have a tornado because it's spinning around. So I would not be surprised if that's a significant tornado right now. Right in there. Let's see if I can find anything more about that right now. Hang on. So I'm just checking a couple different sources here. All right. Well, I will just keep an eye on it. But it's fortunate with the tornado activity we've been seeing. It's fortunate that we haven't heard any reports of major structural damage. I think it's just because such a sparsely populated area there. Aravik says, I am in West Texas and it's windy. Vivian Yurton said, we are in the path. Where are you, Vivian? Yeah, if you're in one of these tornado warning areas, make sure you do what they tell you. So precautionary preparedness actions. To repeat, this is for one of the warning areas. It says a tornado's on the ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you're outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover. Brandon Johnson says Jeff Pietrowski said on his live stream that some buildings and structures have been hit already, but he doesn't know of any injuries at this time. Thank you, Brandon. Vivian says it's moving away from my home. Good to hear. Look, this is AI6YR just tweeted this. Beth Carpenter says, particularly dangerous situation warning. A large, extremely dangerous tornado is currently on the ground near Washburn, Texas. 2 additional tornadoes. Is this now or is this from before? What's the time on this? That was 15 minutes ago. That's not right now. At 4, no, that actually was from about 15 minutes ago. There's 4 tornado warnings now. All right, hold on. We got more tornado warnings in Texas. Okay, this is North Texas. So look. See, let me do this. We're talking about northern Texas, and there's 4 tornado warnings. Now let's see what we got. Okay, this is down here. That could be one right at the bottom there. Right there. Hold on. Maybe right in here. We'll keep an eye on that. And then if we go up here, kind of hard to see here. There might be multiple tornadoes on the ground. I don't really know. Somewhere in here you might have one. Then up here, well, let's look up here. Could have a couple up here. Maybe right up here. So again, there's 4 tornado warnings right now in northern Texas. Hey, thanks, Salon Girl. And thank you so much for the donation, Ruben Urban. I appreciate that. Ruben Urban, thank you. And hey, thanks to our moderators. Let's give it up to the mods. We got Sarah Joy, Mark Helton in our YouTube chat. Thank you. Linda Belk. Sarah Slurpee is there watching. Hello, Sarah, on Periscope. also our Facebook and Twitch mods. I really appreciate it. Duxor, Ellieborn, Idaho Star, Tariak, thank you. Bud Green is moderating. Hello, Bud Green. Lynn Smith says, these storms are crazy and dangerous. Robert Kennedy says the population of Washburn, is 120? Yes, according to Google. Thank you for saying that, Robert Kennedy. John W. Harvey said, watching on YouTube, I just had to come on and say 11 million people in the UK has had the AstraZeneca vaccine. About 1,000 out of the 11 million has had allergic reaction or something else. Pretty small numbers considering. Oh, thank you, Rid Comics. Thank you so much, Rid Comics, for your support. Rid Comics in Canada says, blue skies over my head, nothing but blue skies till the day I'm fill in the blank. LOL. Thank you, Rid Comics, for your support. That's very kind of you. Oh, Dimitri sent me a Bitcoin chart. Hey, let's really quick check what's going on with Bitcoin price, which I think is a bubble, but who knows? Bitcoin is above 60,000. If you just look at the chart, there is the Bitcoin chart for the past year. In September, it was 10,000. In October, it was 10,000. So it has gone up almost 6 times. It's gone up almost 500% since October. As to why I think it's a bubble. Well, there's significant barriers it faces to being actually used as a currency widespread. There's a limit on the number of transactions that can be carried out in it. The system is only built to handle a certain amount of transactions at a time. Also, there's significant transaction fees that people have to pay. Also, the value of it goes wildly up and down, which you would think would make people not want to either buy or sell in it with it, because if you don't want to sell, if you think it's going to go up, you don't want to spend it you don't want to use it to buy something, you want to hold on to it. If you think it's going to go down, you don't want to sell for Bitcoin because you think you might sell and then a few days from now what you made would be worth less. So that's a problem. Also, it uses a huge amount of the computers which validate the Bitcoin transactions and mine for new Bitcoins use a huge amount of electricity, which the more computers that are devoted to doing this, the more it grows, it'll be using more and more electricity, which I'm sure will become an issue, regulatory issue. So there's all these reasons to think it will not be adopted widespread as a currency. So then it's just this thing that people are buying. Now the other use for it would be a store of value, somewhere you put your money like gold to keep it safe. But it seems like to me it's very volatile. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everybody will want to have Bitcoin around the world. But it seems to me a lot of people are just buying it because they think other people want to buy it. And they think the value is going to go up. So that's what I think. But who knows? Melissa McQueen says the environmental impact of it is enormous. Dewey Bueno says it's a store of value. A store of value is something where, again, you can put your funds where you can be pretty confident for a while, where you'll be pretty confident it'll hold their value. I don't know if that's Bitcoin seems very, if you put it in gold, the idea you put it, is some people put some money in gold because they figure, well, you know, if things go crazy and there's a lot of inflation and the dollar is valued lower or stocks go way down, at least gold will kind of be roughly around the same price. But I don't know if you can really think that about Bitcoin. What does this say? Is Bitcoin a store of value? When you think, this is from Binance Academy. When you think of a safe haven asset, somewhere you can put your money and you're not, you know, that's at least it's not going to go way down. Precious metals like gold or silver probably come to mind. They're investments that individuals flock to as hedges against turmoil in traditional markets. The debate over whether Bitcoin follows in the footsteps, whether Bitcoin is a store of value, follows in the footsteps of these assets. The debate over whether Bitcoin follows in the footsteps of these assets rages on. A store of value is an asset that's capable of retaining value over time. If you purchased a good store of value today, you could be reasonably certain that its value would not depreciate over time. In the future, you would expect the asset to be worth just as much, if not more so. When you think of such a safe haven asset, gold or silver probably comes to mind. Anyways, this looks like an interesting article, actually. I might read this later. This looks like an interesting article, but the case for and against Bitcoin as a store of value. It's just, to me, when you think of what are the reasons that Bitcoin would have value, that people would want Bitcoin. Well, one reason is if it's going to be widely used as a currency. As I told you, though, there's these very major obstacles that to me would seem to prevent it from being widely adopted as a currency. So then you say, okay, well, maybe people want it like they want gold, just as a store of value, as a place to put your money that it'll just hold its value. But I don't believe that Bitcoin is good for that, because it just seems like the price goes all over the place, and it's gone down a lot in the past. I wouldn't be surprised if it went down a lot before. So if it's not really useful as a currency and it's not a good store of value, then why do people want it? I think a lot of people want it because they just think the price is going to go up. But if people are only buying something because they think other people are going to keep buying it and they think the price is going to go up, that basically sounds like a bubble to me. If that's the only reason people are buying it, basically, is because they think the price is going to go up, that doesn't seem like a good recipe for the long term. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, you do what you want with your money. I'm thinking one sec says the supply of Bitcoin is fixed. Well, how much of it is produced is fixed. That is true. Sure. But I mean, I could create my own currency and say the supply is fixed. So scarcity itself doesn't make it valuable. Perhaps one of the most persuasive arguments for the store of value thesis is that Bitcoin has a finite supply, says this article in Binance Academy. I'm thinking one sec, the supply of gold is not fixed, but the supply of Bitcoin is. Well, the supply of gold, I mean, Bitcoin, the supply is mandated by, like, basically the way Bitcoin is set up on the internet is that only a certain amount gets produced over time. But gold there's only so much gold that gets mined every year. I'm not aware of any significant chance of like a sudden amount of a huge amount of gold being mined. It's amazing how little gold is actually mined every year. It's not much. It's crazy. There's like, you can see, let me see if I can find a diagram of this. Bullion by Post, the UK's #1 bullion dealer. The last estimate for how much gold has been mined was 2017. Getting a truly accurate estimate is not possible, as gold can be lost in unofficial mining operations do not provide accurate, if any, reports of how much they mine. It was estimated in 2017 that 190,000 tons of gold have been mined throughout history. Rough estimates, blah, 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 blah. Rough estimates put a figure of 54,000 tons of gold reserves remaining below ground that could be feasibly be excavated. If correct, these figures give a blah, 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 blah. If it were brought together, all gold deposits ever mined would fill just a little over 3 Olympic-size swimming pools. Look at that. If it were brought together, all the gold deposits ever mined would fill just a little over 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Doesn't that sound crazy? Doesn't that sound crazy? They also say all the gold that has ever been mined would cover a football field, a soccer field, to the depth of just 1 meter. I know that sounds crazy, but gold is actually quite scarce. All USGS, all of the gold discovered thus far in the world would fit in a cube 28 meters wide on every side. Gold is scarce. Low Roller Scratcher thinks people buy Bitcoin because they want to get rich. Beth Standard hopes Bitcoin tanks. Serafina Fall says Bitcoin always goes up and down. I bought 2 when the prices were at 700 a few years back, so I'm sitting pretty at the moment. Going to wait until it hits 300,000. But hey, if people, ultimately it's worth what people want to pay for it. Bitcoin. All right, you are watching our live news roundup. Sparta thinks Bitcoin is going to keep hitting all-time high again and again. Sparta says Bitcoin is a belief, and if more and more people believe in it, then it's going to keep hitting all-time highs again and again. Smith in Florida said, my nephew bought a Bitcoin around 6,000. He's not sure if he wants to sell. I told him to just keep it. Jonah, I will check the tornado situation. We got 4 tornado warnings in Texas. I'm looking at those 2. I'm looking at this one. I am not at the moment. I'm checking the different tornado warnings. And I'm looking on the velocity radar to see if we see, I'm not saying there aren't tornadoes, but I'm not seeing on any of the velocity radars that classic couplet that you're looking for that shows a significant tornado. So there very well might be tornadoes going on, but this one kind of petered out, it looks like. See, this one over here, you had the bright red and the bright green next to each other. That's a strong tornado sign. But then you go forward and it kind of goes away. So these 2, I'm not really seeing it on the radar. I mean, you should definitely take precautions if you're in this area, but I'm not seeing the signs of a major tornado in those on that. And then here, if I zoom in here, we were just at this one. If we zoom in here, what do we get? Why is this like this? I'm not seeing it in that one. And How about this one? I'm not seeing the obvious signs of a major tornado in any of these tornado warning areas. Maybe there is, but I'm not seeing it. Rex Mundy says blockchain is the future. Well, blockchain is an underlying technology that Bitcoin takes advantage of. But just because the blockchain technology is widely adopted for various things doesn't mean that Bitcoin itself will be valuable or widely adopted. Alejandro Sanchez says, I'm in East Amarillo and it looks like everything is fine. Clouds look menacing, but they look like they're leaving the area. Ooh, tornado damage. Hey, we got pictures of tornado damage. Look. Major tornado damage north of Happy, Texas. So it's pretty sparsely populated here, but there was one tornado which one expert thought was an EF4 and EF5, a 4 or 5. 5 is the maximum. Brian Emfinger posted this. I'm not surprised. It's just, it's so sparse there out there that it would have been so much worse if it was like a city, obviously. Oh, new video. Look. Weather Nation says we have new video of the tornado of a tornado in Texas this afternoon, near Nazareth, Texas. That was earlier. Oops. Low Roller Scratcher says a lot of rich hedge funds are buying Bitcoin. It's not regular folks buying Bitcoin yet. Oh, plenty of regular folks are buying Bitcoin. I wouldn't be surprised if some larger investors are buying it. Didn't Elon Musk say that Tesla bought $1.5 billion of it? I mean, if you're like an investment fund, you might figure, well, it's going up, so we should put some of our money in it, just, in the hopes that it goes up. But then again, it's I think a lot of people are buying it just because they think the price is going to go up. People who don't think, people buy stocks because they think the price is going to go up, but they might think the price is going to go up because they think, people are going to use the company because the company is, you might buy stock if you buy stock in Tesla cars, you might say, well, I think the price is going to go up because I think a lot of people are going to buy their cars. Whereas I think a lot of people are buying Bitcoin and they're saying, well, I think the price is going to go up, but they're not going to say the only reason they think the price is going to go up is because other people are going to want it. But they can't tell you why they're going to want it. Or they'll just say, well, other people will buy it too because they think the price is going to go up. But if that's the only reason people are buying it is because they think the price is going to go up, that sounds like a bubble to me. Because then if the price starts going down, and people lose their faith that other people will buy it, there's nothing to keep it from going down fast. If you own stock in, say, a car manufacturer and the price starts going down, you can say, okay, well, some people are selling it, but they make good cars, so eventually people are going to want the stock again. If the only reason you think a stock has value is because other people want to buy it, and then or an investment has value because other people want to buy it, and then it starts going down, and you don't, there's no other argument you have for why it would maintain its value other than people believe in it. Beth says, I only know 30-year-olds buying it. Okay. Charlie Bear says, it's all a game, it's all a gamble. Ophelia likes the Bitcoin topic. Ophelia said you're having a Spartacus moment. I don't even know what a Spartacus moment is. I have to look this up. FF2 Media. What is a Spartacus moment? What does it say? I'm just trying to read the article. Spartacus and his army have been decimated. Blah, blah, blah. The rebel army has issued an ultimatum. Identify Spartacus dead or alive, and the rest of the rebellious slaves will be spared death. But then everybody says, I am Spartacus. Is that what happens? Okay. I don't know what a Spartacus moment means. Washington Post, of Cory Booker's Spartacus moment. What does it mean? A failed slave revolt. When the rulers warned that all the slaves would be crucified unless Spartacus identified himself, he stood up. Then all the other slaves did the same, saying, I am Spartacus. So how am I having a Spartacus moment? Coffee Beard says, I think Bitcoin is going to be sabotaged by firms and banks eventually to offset losses on Wall Street, another bubble, and a lot of people are going to go broke, but that's just me betting on human nature. Okay. Let's see. I wanted to talk about this expensive NFT that sold. We didn't even talk about that. Hey, you're watching, this is our live news roundup we've been doing where we talk about different news stories. So this is Agenda Free, on YouTube it's Agenda Free TV 2. My main news channel is called Agenda Free TV. So you're watching right now, if you're on YouTube, you're watching Agenda Free TV 2. But on YouTube, my main channel is Agenda Free TV. So you might want to subscribe to that if you like this channel. If you're on one of the other platforms, it's all one channel, Agenda Free TV. Also, I do have a personal channel called Lookner. That's on YouTube, Lookner, where I do non-news videos, in case you want to see that. But that's only on YouTube. EPAN thinks Bitcoin will go down when people actually have to pay their rent. We should talk about this NFT thing. I want to talk about that. Let's talk about that. Anti-Twitter is talking about how much electricity mining cryptocurrency takes up. We talked about that earlier. Okay, this is the story. I don't know if you saw this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about NFTs. This is where people get confused. So NFTs, the basic idea of NFTs is it's a digital thing. You can think of it as like a digital picture or a digital video, or like a video on the computer or a picture on the computer. It's stuff like that, or a song on the computer. It's some kind of digital item which you can buy, but it's the way it's set up is that each one is unique. So for example, NBA has a thing called NBA, I think it's NBA Top Shot. Is that what it's called, Top Shot? NBA Top Shots. And if you buy an NBA Top Shot, you buy a particular highlight. And you might say, well, who cares about buying a highlight? I mean, can't I just go watch the highlight on YouTube or something? Or couldn't somebody else just download the highlight on their computer? But when you get an NFT, you're not just they make a record. There's a record that you are the owner of that particular one, and a lot of them are numbered. So, for example, for NBA Top Shot, they'll sell the same highlight, but it'll have numbers on it, like highlight number 1, highlight X number 1, highlight X number 2. So it'll be the same highlight, but they're individually numbered, and the technology, this blockchain technology, registers you as the one owner of that particular number of whatever you're buying. So it's not like let me describe this another way. Like, what would be a good way to describe this? Like, this is an agenda-free TV mug. There are many of these in existence. They are not individually numbered. One is just like the other. If you own one of these and I own one of these, there's functionally no difference between our mugs. But NFTs are not like that. They're individually, think of them as I don't know if they're all individually numbered, but a lot of them are individually numbered. So no one else owns the exact same one you own, and there's a record that you are the owner of it. So you can think of it as like digital baseball cards, digital basketball cards, digital art, but you are the individual owner of that one unique version of it. So there is an artist who created an artwork, and it was sold online. It was sold in a digital artwork, and it was sold in an auction, and it sold for over $60 million. I guess it's going to be the only one of this, which seems crazy sounding. But there's other things that, this is with the NBA Top Shot NFTs, there's a single LeBron James highlight, but there might be hundreds of that highlight, but only one person owns the number one version. Only one person owns the number 27 version. So I'm trying to just explain this in like a simple way. But they're like digital collectibles. Put it that way. Somebody said collectible. Digital collectibles. Rex Mundy says they are individually tracked on the blockchain. The blockchain technology that underlies cryptocurrency, that underlies Bitcoin and keeps track of who owns how many Bitcoin, that technology also keeps track of who owns which NFT. NFT means non-fungible token. A token is an individual item. A token's an individual item. So there might be 100 of the same LeBron James highlight, but each individual numbered one of those is a token. You can think of type versus token. A type is a general kind of thing, like LeBron James dunking highlight. There might be a specific LeBron James dunking highlight, and that's one type of NBA Top Shot. But maybe 100 different people own the same highlight with a different number. So that's different types, that's different tokens of the same type. I know it sounds confusing, but you can think of token, T is token. That's like an individual item. Non-fungible is NF. What does fungible mean? Fungible is when an item is fungible if basically there are a bunch of these items, and they're all interchangeable. Agenda-free TV mugs are fungible. If you have one and I have one, and assuming that there's nothing wrong with them, if you give me if we trade them, if I trade mine for yours, it's basically the same thing. There's no real significant difference between them. Let's assume they're washed and everything. It's fungible. You can interchange them for each other, and it's no big deal. These tokens, these things, these digital collectibles are not like that because they're individually identified. So if you have a certain LeBron James highlight of him making a certain dunk, and I have a LeBron James highlight of him making a certain dunk, an NBA Top Shot, ours are going to be, we're going to have different numbers. They're going to be different numbers of that highlight. So if we traded our highlights, it wouldn't be trading the same thing for each other because your one would be different number than my one, might have a different value than mine. So that's what non-fungible tokens means. It means they're individually identifiable. They're individually different. So if somebody sells a digital artwork as an NFT, they might sell 1,000 of the same artwork, but they're not interchangeable because they're each individually numbered. So non-fungible. Roughly speaking, they're not interchangeable. Let's see here. Patrick Davis says NFTs is a media certification where you can receive royalties when it resales anywhere if you own it. Is that true, Patrick Davis? So Patrick, if I buy an NBA Top Shot of a LeBron James highlight, I don't own the rights to that highlight. The NBA still owns the video. I own the collectible version of that highlight. Now, maybe there's a different NFT you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with copyright stuff. Because now, in this case, if there's one artwork, if there's one digital artwork and you own the one version of that, maybe you have copyright over it. But, with for example, NBA highlights, where they sell these digital versions of NBA highlights, you don't own that highlight. You can't. If I buy an NBA Top Shot of LeBron James dunk, I can't go sell that video to like some documentary. The NBA still owns the original footage. By the way, thank you, Patrick Davis, for your support. I really appreciate that. Right, yeah. So Dewey Bueno says you own the clip. ESPN would have to license it to you? No. From you, no, that's not the case. With NBA Top Shots, you don't own the video clip. You own the collectible. You don't own the video clip. It wouldn't make sense because with NBA Top Shots, they sell the same highlight to multiple different collectors. Okay, so what I could do, I could release, for example, I could release a virtual, I could make an NFT out of a virtual, I could release a virtual agenda-free TV mug. So I could I could make a digital picture of an agenda-free TV mug, and I could say, I'm releasing a limited edition of 10 virtual agenda-free TV mugs. And then I could sell them, and they'd be numbered 1 through 10. And the blockchain would record which of you buys one. And there would only be 10 of them. And they'd have, and maybe number 1 would be the most valuable. I'm not doing that, by the way. Okay, so Dewey Bueno says, so why NFT? So I'm just trying, this is becoming a bigger deal, so I'm actually spending a little time on this. Why NFTs? Well, why are they making them, or why are people buying them? It's just a collectible. Why are there baseball cards? Why are there basketball cards? Why do artists make art prints to sell them? Why are people spending so much money on this stuff? That I'm not sure. There's this question about whether it's a bubble or not. Okay, so for example, I just want to show you, this was a big deal. This was a couple days ago. Beeple, this artist Beeple NFT, becomes most expensive ever sold at auction after fetching over $60 million. An NFT, it's this digital picture he made, a collection of all of his different artworks. An NFT by the artist Beeple sold at Christie's for over $60 million. And it says, a non-fungible token by the artist Beeple sold at Christie's for over $60 million. It's the most expensive NFT ever sold at auction. It's like a digital collectible. While the future of NFT prices and their longer-term role in the art world remains an open question, and many see it as a speculative fad, the 8-figure price for the Beeple has caused the art world to suddenly take notice. This is from CNBC. Let's see here. That's it. That's it right there. That's what it looks like. NFTs, which are any digital assets with ownership. So NFTs are digital assets with ownership recorded on a blockchain, have become a $400 million market. Jack Dorsey sold his tweet as an NFT. NBA Top Shots, which are NFTs of NBA highlight videos, basically collectible highlight videos, have exploded in popularity with sales topping $200 million. And a particular LeBron James video highlight is sold for $208,000. These are becoming a big deal. Hey, thank you, Patrick Davis. Patrick Davis says there's an artist named Ferocious who is killing the NFT game. Patrick mentions Ferocious. Does this person make? Hold on a second here. Oh yeah, so Jing Daily, meet the brand that made $3 million in digital sneakers. I was reading about this. There's a brand that came out not with real sneakers, with virtual sneakers, where you could buy like the picture of the virtual sneaker. And they collaborated with this artist, I believe Ferocious, and they were very popular. Let's see here. $3 million, the brand generated $3 million via its collaboration with the artist Ferocious. Around March 2020, the 18-year-old artist Ferocious learned about NFTs when he was offered $90 to sell one of his digital pieces as an NFT. Fast forward to last Saturday when Ferocious's NFT art brought in $3.1 million. Yeah, so it's RTFKT, I think, is a digital sneaker company. They don't make real sneakers, they make virtual sneakers. So you had this artist work with them, and he worked to make some digital sneakers, and they sold them online. Oh, now each virtual edition, though, of the Ferocious and RTKFT drop did come with a physical pair of shoes. Okay, they did do that. It wasn't just digital. This drop had each drop in this sale came with a physical pair of shoes. EPAN thinks it's worse than the .com bubble. Hang on, I have something else about the virtual sneakers. A sale of virtual sneakers raised $3.1 million in 7 minutes. Hype beast. This is from a couple weeks ago. But it looks like they did include, you also got a pair of real sneakers. The virtual sneaker brand RTFKT Studios was the subject of Hypebeast's deep dive world into the world of digital fashion last month. NFTs are virtual products that are auctioned off via blockchain. The brand's latest sale is a collaboration with a crypto artist known as Ferocious. The two collaborated on a series of virtual sneakers. The winners will also be able to redeem a physical real-life pair of sneakers, though the brand is clear that the real value item is the digital pair. Over 600 virtual pairs of sneakers were sold, reaching a total of over $3.1 million. And then also, there's another popular NFT I noticed. Crypto Slam is a site where they where it's a price site for, these are all NFTs, crypto collectible rankings. It's all collectibles, digital collectibles that are sold and kept track of via the blockchain. So NBA Top Shot is the top one, over $4 million in sales. $4 million in sales? Isn't it more than that? I think it's more than that. I'm a little confused by this. Oh, 24 hours sales. NBA Top Shot has had $359 million in sales. All right. CryptoPunks is that the one I wanted? CryptoPunks? Yes. CryptoPunks is, look at this. These are these digital faces, CryptoPunks. I think there were around 10,000 of them originally created a few years ago, and there's no more of them. And so, but they're these simple drawings, but they're these digital collectibles. So, I mean, I can look at this right here. But if you want to be the official owner of it, you have to be, there's a record in the blockchain of who officially owns it. CryptoPunk 7804 sold for $7.8 million. CryptoPunk 3100 sold for $7.5 million. So these CryptoPunks are these just digital faces, and some of them are worth millions of dollars. See all these CryptoPunks? 600,000. So some of them are very collectible. So you can go to Crypto Slam and you can look up, there's Crypto Kitties. There's Garbage Pail Kids, Crypto Kitties, Garbage Pail Kids. These also sell too. They're these digital garbage pail kids. April Coco says, I don't get why people want them. Saranya thinks CryptoPunks is idiotic. It's fascinating to me. It's this whole new type of collectible. I want to read some comments about this. I wanted to talk about this. Let me take some comments. By the way, if you do like this coverage and you want to support it, your donations are what allows me to do my news channels. So I really appreciate all the people who've donated. Thank you. If you do want to donate and support the coverage, go to agendafree.tv, agendafree.tv. But thank you. Your support is what makes it possible. So thank you. All right, I want to take some comments from you. What do you guys think about all this NFT stuff? It's becoming huge. It's becoming huge, guys. Rex Mundy says NFTs are like Beanie Babies but digital. Kirk Spaziani says it's hugely destructive. Do you mean this? So Ryder sent me this. So the same technology that underlies Bitcoin, the blockchain, also underlies NFTs. Basically, computers are needed to validate the transactions and maintain the ledger of who owns what. So these NFTs are just going to, for these NFTs to exist, it's just going to require more and more computer power to keep track of them all. The blockchain technology uses computer power. It's kind of complex, but that's one of the things that makes it, like, from what I understand, virtually impossible to. You might say, well, if can't all this technology be hacked? Couldn't somebody go in there and change if the record of who owns what is just kept online, couldn't somebody change all that? Well, roughly speaking, as I understand it, the reason that's virtually impossible to do is all these different computers are keeping track of who owns what. They all have an identical copy of the ledger. And if you wanted to change the ledger of who owns what, you would have to have like more than half of the computer power on the network. You would personally, which is just an enormous amount of computing power. So, but anyways, I'm not going to get into the technology of that, and I'm not an expert on that. But this whole technology, this blockchain, which underlies cryptocurrency and underlies these NFTs, uses a lot of electricity. So Ryder just sent me this. This is from Wired. NFTs are hot, so is their effect on the Earth's climate. The sale of a piece of crypto art consumed as much energy as the studio uses in 2 years. Blah, 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 blah. Crypto art, or NFT art, is having a moment of massive headline-grabbing sales. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Where's the electricity? The trade-off is this model consumes lots of energy. The major marketplaces for NFT art conduct their sales through Ethereum digital currency, which maintains a secure record of cryptocurrency and NFT transactions through a process called mining. The system is similar to the one that verifies Bitcoin, involving a network of computers that use advanced cryptography to decide whether transactions are valid, and in doing so uses energy on the scale of a small country. Adding up the energy use. So all of this, again, the cryptocurrency, the NFTs, it requires large amount of electricity to be used. And that's going to produce, that using more electricity is going to ultimately, create a bigger, is going to contribute to global warming, the more power that's being used. Because when you use the power, that power's got to be generated. And the processes for generating power can spew out carbon dioxide into the air, increasing global warming. Wow says NFTs aren't the problem, it's the Ethereum network, but a lot of energy used for mining is excess power that wouldn't have otherwise been used. I don't know about that. So but this is something, again, this is not something I'm an expert in, but you're seeing more and more articles like this talking about the electricity being used. You can read this at Wired. You can read that article if you'd like. Dewey Bueno says they're reducing the amount of power to be used. I'm not aware of that. What is this, by the way? This is from a couple days ago. Ethereum upgrade that will destroy coins sparks anger among miners with some planning to fight back. Many Ethereum users are angry about planned changes to the network. Oh, this is not about the energy, I don't think. I don't know. It's not saying energy in this article. Saranya says Ethereum is switching to a more energy efficient way to validate the blockchain. It's called proof of stake. That's what Saranya says. What is proof of stake? CoinDesk, December. Proof of stake is a method of maintaining the integrity of cryptocurrency. While a different method called proof of work is currently used by Bitcoin and Ethereum, Ethereum has plans to migrate to proof of stake to make the platform more scalable and reduce energy consumption of the network. What is proof of stake? I don't know. In proof of stake, miners are more likely to win additional blocks if they have more money. I'll have to read on this. This is interesting. I'll have to read about proof of stake. I wasn't aware of it. I'll have to read about that. Thanks for letting me know about proof of stake. I learn things on these streams. I'll have to look up proof of stake. Hey, thank you, by the way, Patrick Davis. That's very kind of you, Patrick. Patrick says, I was thinking about buying a camera, take artsy pictures, mint the pictures, and auction them off. As NFTs? Thank you, Patrick. By the way, NBA Top Shot. This is NBA Top Shot. Own the best moments from NBA history. Fans around the world are collecting NBA Top Shot. So you can own like a digital highlight. But again, you're not the only person. So there's one. There's like the Tyler Hero highlight. But other people own that highlight. But there's a certain number 30 of 250. So there's 250 of these that exist. But there's only one person that owns number 30. There's 79 of this highlight that exist, but only one person owns number 7. So where is the marketplace? If you go to like marketplace, search by tier, rare tier, legendary tier. So there's common. So Tim Hardaway Jr. What does this say? There's a certain highlight, 24 listings of this. This is a Tim Hardaway Jr. highlight. Okay, there are 24 for sale. Now each one, where are the ones for sale? Select a series. See, look, this is a single highlight you can buy, but you have to choose which, I guess this is a high-end demand one, but see, select a serial number. These are all the same highlight here, but different numbers of the, they have different serial numbers. Now, why is 39 worth so much? Is that his number? I don't know why 39 is worth so much. For some reason, 39 is selling for $250,000. But see that the higher numbers sometimes are worth more. Number 2 is worth is selling for $12,000. But it's all the same highlight. It's just different numbers. Not all of them sell for this much. Like there's also the common tier. DeMar DeRozan. Here's a DeMar DeRozan highlight you can buy. And you can see there's different serial numbers. Ooh, look. See, the high numbers are, look at how much the high numbers sell for. 2,700, 1180, 2,500. But then if you get down into the lower numbers, this one, if you buy number 33,000 of this highlight, it sells for $74. This highlight is the same as this highlight. It's just the serial number is different. So that's what Top Shot is. You buy these digital highlights. Mr. Showtime says it's like watching a replay but buying it. But other people can buy the same one. It's just you have a specific serial number. Oh, thank you, N. Lee, for your support. N. Lee gave a wow sticker. Yeah, it's crazy. There's been over $350 million in sales of these NBA Top Shot. It has exploded in recent months. Yeah, it's like trading cards. You can think of this as like online trading cards. But the thing is, like with baseball cards, if I had a 1979 Topps Reggie Jackson, and you had a 1979 Topps Reggie Jackson, and they were in the same condition, we could give each other our Reggie Jackson cards, and it wouldn't make a difference to us. We'd have like the same card. That means they're fungible, they're interchangeable. But with these highlights, it's not like that, because if you have if you and I both own this DeMar DeRozan highlight, each of our highlights will have a different serial number, and that could make a big difference to its value. So no two people own the exact same Top Shot because they all have different serial numbers. But they're huge now. They're becoming really big. And it's this is highlights, but people have sold art. They sell songs. They sell virtual sneakers. Oh, thank you, Sonic. Sonic said an Alaskan air flight was squawking general emergency, no info yet. Thank you, Sonic. You know, with planes, a lot of times they will say they're having an emergency, but that can mean all kinds of things. So most of the time, it doesn't mean they're like going to crash or something. But if I hear more, I will certainly. Thanks for the heads up, Sonic. I appreciate it. Thank you, Sonic. And thank you also to N. Lee for your support. Jeff Haas says, why does the serial number matter? Well, like, it matters because people think it matters because people value it more. So, for example, if they make 30,000 of the same highlight, if you have serial number 1, a lot of people like say that as desirable, so they'll pay more for it. So I don't know why. There might be different reasons why the certain serial numbers are more valuable. I'm not familiar with that world, but I know like higher numbers, like number 1, will be seen as more desirable. Jeff Haas says the condition on these, unlike say baseball or basketball cards, the condition on the highlights or on the digital tokens do not change. Although maybe they could manufacture a digital collectible that condition could change over time. But no, in theory they don't change. I got to read some more comments on this. I know it's confusing. Caroline also asked why one serial number is worth more than another. I mean, think about it this way. Here's another way to think about it. Suppose there was an artist who created, just imagine there's an artist who paints something, right? So suppose Banksy, the artist, he paints something, and then he says, I'm going to release 10,000 prints, official Banksy prints of my artwork. They're physical prints, and I'm going to number them from 1 to 10,000. Well, you could imagine that some people out there might want number 1. Like some people out there might think, oh, if I could have the number 1, that'd be much cooler than having the number 7852. So, if this was a physical a print of an artwork and there were thousands of them and they're individually numbered, you could imagine that some people might think number 1 is super cool. Maybe people would think, like the round numbers, like multiples of 100 are cool. Maybe somebody think my number 1,000 is really cool to have. So, but ultimately it's just up to the collectors to decide, what they think is valuable. WTX Railfan says P.T. Barnum would be proud of these guys. A sucker really is born every minute. Hey, look, somebody might say, if there were no baseball cards and they were suddenly invented tomorrow, somebody might say, why is that worth money? It's just cheap pieces of cheap pieces of cardboard. But some baseball cards are worth money. It's ultimately whether what something's worth is just determined by what people will pay for it. Thank you to Patrick Davis. Patrick says it makes the NFT rare. Well, they're one of a kind, but there's a worry. Like I think I was reading about with NBA Top Shot. There's a concern like they'll produce too many of them and flood the market. So, I can't remember the exact. I was reading an article I think in The Athletic talking about concerns with that. Some collectors don't want NBA Top Shot to release too many of them. But yeah, it's certain, they're individually identifiable. So, there's only one of any particular, there's only one serial number 23 of a particular, LeBron James highlight. There's only one of those. But if they make 1 million of them, it might not be that cool to have one. Thank you, Patrick Davis. Thank you also, The Princess. The Princess says, have you seen Beeple's crypto art? Well, The Princess, we just talked about this story here with I don't even really understand why it sold for so much. The Beeple NFT that sold for $60 million. $69 million Beeple NFT. An artwork by the artist Beeple, which exists only as a digital file and was sold for a staggering $69 million. That's the artwork right there. A combination of all of some of his other artworks. But let's see here. I'll look up some Beeple stuff. This is it. Christie's auction. Online auction, Beeple. The first 5,000 days. I think this is all of his artworks he had made, all of his digital artworks he had made. It says this work is unique, meaning there's only one digital copy of it. Oh, and I guess these are some of the artworks, according to Christie's. These are some of the actual work is like made up of his individual artworks, but like these are some of the individual artworks from Beeple. If I'm doing this right. If I'm doing this right. These are Beeple artworks. He's a digital artist. I had never heard of him before. Mike Winkelmann, Wikipedia. Mike Winkelmann, professionally known as Beeple, is an American digital artist, graphic designer, and animator, widely known for using various mediums and creating comical, phantasmagoric works that blah, 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 blah. A collage of images from his Everydays series sold for $69 million. It was the first purely non-fungible token to be sold by Christie's. He started selling non-fungible tokens, digital representations of art whose ownership is verified by a blockchain, on Nifty Gateway in October 2020. Rid Comics says, I don't see the value there. Melissa McQueen says, that Beeple compilation is pretty dope. Oh yeah, so GGK says it can be copied and downloaded on torrent sites. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You can go look at this artwork, and I wouldn't be surprised if you can download the identical one, like something that looks identical. But even if you download this, you don't own it because the owner is registered on the blockchain. There's a digital record of who owns it. And that digital record shows who's the individual owner of it. So you're not so much buying, like, it's not like if you buy this, you're the only person who can look at it. You're buying ownership. You're buying being the official owner of this. The one owner. Brandon says a Banksy NFT already sold. You're going to be hearing about this more and more. Ooh, Banksy NFT. Burnt Banksy NFT sells for $380,000. A Banksy piece burned in a park and memorialized as an NFT has sold for Ethereum. Groba Clone says, in a funny way, it's even more secure than ownership of a physical item, because somebody could steal the physical item for you. But the idea is it's virtually impossible for someone to change the digital record that shows you own it. Seize the Day says, this is absolutely nuts. Worker B says, I'm not feeling it. Aziz says, this reminds me of Disney art cells or numbered lithographs signed by an artist. Yeah, there is that kind of thing online. But, right, so you could have numbered lithographs, and the different numbers can be worth, some numbers can be worth more than others. But there's this whole question as to, are these NFTs like, are they here to stay? There's a lot of money going into them, or is it just a fad? So like, I have no idea. These NBA Top Shots, which are just worth so much money now, some of them, over $350 million. I mean, NBA Top Shot was only created recently. When did it get created, NBA Top Shot? NBA Top Shot, Cryptor Wiki, history. Does it say? Oh, they don't even have an article here. I don't even know when NBA Top Shot got created. But it's really recent. And now they've had over $350 million in sales. Some of the highlights that are coming, they release only certain numbers of. Getting a moment that's 1 of 25 is more value than getting one that is 1 of 500. You can also buy packs of them, like sports cards, when they come out on the Top Shot website. Or you can purchase moments from other users on the marketplace. Currently, the lowest price for a single moment is $16, and the highest price is $250,000. This is from MarketWatch. Is this legit? Who's in charge? They're all licensed by the NBA. Why would I pay for something I can watch on YouTube or Twitter for free? This is a fair question, and its answer is up to you. Yes, the moment you bought is probably available online to watch free. However, people can also go online and print a copy of the Mona Lisa and put it in their bedroom. The value of the moment, like art, is whatever somebody is willing to pay for it. People who own a moment do not own the video itself, but simply the Top Shot moment. NBA broadcast partners can still show video clips that are sold as moments. There's another debate about who is buying these. Are the people buying these NBA fans, or are they just people who are into crypto who want to make money? That's a whole other question. But just go look at the Top Shot site. You'll see how much they sell for. Own the best moments from NBA history. Just go to Marketplace. Or they have packs too, packs. You can buy a pack. These are all sold out. I guess they probably sell out pretty quick. Sold out. But this is so recent. They're so popular and they're selling for so much. Common tier, rare tier, legendary tier. Oh, I see. So the tiers are based on how many, these are highlights edition size. For a given highlight, a given moment, they make different amounts of them. These are highlights that they've made 10,000 or more of a single highlight. This is 150 to 5,000, and this is 25 to 500. So these are going to be more scarce. But it's getting so popular. You can search by player. Hey, I want to buy a Giannis Antetokounmpo digital highlight. You can buy this one for $27, but it's going to be probably a low serial number, and it's one. Look, this is a highlight that they have 35,000. There's 35,000 versions of it. It's not very scarce. So you could, if you want to, you could buy this one for $75, serial number 34933. Kay Gebhardt says, we live in bizarro world now. It is really interesting. It's just this whole new type of collectible. Oh, Marvin Hagler died. How sad. Thank you, Jennifer Tower, for letting me know. I guess. IFL TV says R.I.P. Marvin Hagler. Is this true? Let's see. Boxing on BT Sports says, rest in peace, marvelous Marvin Hagler. That's from today. They have 140,000 followers. Yes, Wikipedia says he died today. Same thing here. IFL TV, I believe, is is it a boxing site? Looks like it. It's trending on Twitter. I haven't seen any news sites. The weird thing is I haven't seen like any of the sports sites post about it yet. Like I'm looking for like ESPN to post about it. But like I don't think ESPN or SportsCenter have posted about it yet. SportsCenter. Yeah, they haven't posted about it. I'm going to do this. So he may have. I mean, it looks to me like. Those are reliable sources. But just to be clear, I have not seen it. Like I don't see the New York Times saying it. I don't see ESPN saying it. So has Bleacher Report posted about it? Yeah, Bleacher Report doesn't have it yet. So I'm assuming. I mean, this looks like a reliable account. Boxing on BT Sport. So I'm guessing it's true, but we'll see. That's the best I can tell you. I don't know why BT Sport, which is a major... BT Sport is like a cable channel, right? With 150,000 followers. I don't know why they'd be posting about it. Like I don't think they're going to post about it as a hoax. BT Sport is a group of TV sports channels in the UK and Ireland. So, they're posting about it. Hapa Hangut said his wife announced his death. Ted Harmon said the Mirror is reporting it. Mirror Sports or something? Oh, here, look. Mirror Fighting. Well, we'll wait and see what else. Mirror Fighting. But that's not an American source, so. Yeah, he was a great boxer, Marvin Hagler. Kay Hagler wrote on social media, I'm sorry to make a sad announcement. Kay Hagler. My husband Marvin passed away. Okay, let's see here. Hang on. I don't know. So we'll see. I'm guessing you'll hear very soon from like, the major U.S. sports news sites. But if he is dead, condolences to his family, certainly. Oh, BBC. Look. Boxing legend Marvin Hagler dead at 66. BBC. That's from B&O News. Yeah, certainly condolences to his family. The fight, the Hagler-Hearns fight, I used to watch boxing when I was younger. I don't really like boxing now. I don't really like the idea of it, of people hitting each other and hurting each other. But when I was younger, I used to watch it, and it was incredibly entertaining. And the Hagler-Hearns fight is like the best fight I've ever seen. The Marvin Hagler-Thomas Hearns fight, I believe from the 80s. It is widely known as one of the best fights ever, but it is really like the best one I think I ever saw. Tilly Tinman said he was a fabulous boxer. I believe he might have been from Massachusetts. Underdog Rising says boxing in general has become less popular after the emergence of MMA. Where was he born? Oh, he grew up in Brockton, Massachusetts. He spent his early years in Newark, New Jersey. But his family moved to Brockton, Massachusetts. Sarah Joy says TMZ just posted it. Well, that's sad. I don't know how he died. There it is. Marvin Hagler, former champ, dead at 66. A post with the sad news went up on his official fan club page on Facebook reading, I'm sorry to make a set. Oh, here it is. Fan club. The exact circumstances of his death weren't released. One of the best, if not the best, middleweight fighters. He held the title of undisputed middleweight champion from 1980 to 1987. Yeah, the fight against Thomas Hearns in 1985 is one of the best fights ever. Oh, that's sad. Here, look, Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler Fan Club, official. I am sorry to make a very sad announcement. Today, unfortunately, my beloved husband, Marvelous Marvin, passed away unexpectedly at his home here in New Hampshire. Our family requests that you respect our privacy during this difficult time. With love, K.G. Hagler. I'm going to post this, actually. And I'll post the link to it. Hang on a second here. I think... Let's see if that worked. There. I just posted it. Oh, that's really sad. Grad says Hagler was from Brockton, Mass. Terrific talent. Short Stack says rest in power, Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Ava Rivers Libby says prayers for the family. Jeff Haas says boxing causes CTE. A lot of these young a lot of boxers end up dying young. I don't know. We don't know how he died. Tilly Tinman says he was a fabulous boxer. Tilly, after Periscope, we're going to keep broadcasting from YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, and maybe somewhere else. But we're always going to be on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Hopefully, Twitter. Thank you, Jennifer Tower, for letting me know. Oh, wow. Ted Dixon told me this. Tommy Hearns claimed that Marvin Hagler was in the ICU fighting the after effects of the vaccine. I have no evidence that actually is the case. That's the official Thomas Hitman's Hearns site. I got to post that. Hang on. Thank you, Ted Dixon, for letting me know. Hold on. I got to post this on Twitter. I got to post this. Hang on. I just got to post this. Wasn't it Tommy Hearns? I thought he went as Tommy Hearns. Was it Thomas? Thomas Hearns. Thomas Hearns posted 2 hours ago on Instagram that Marvin Hagler was in the ICU fighting the after effects of the vaccine. I have seen no reliable reporting whatsoever that the vaccine contributed to Hagler's death. There you go. Well, now there is a thing where, look, there are common side effects that the vaccine has. Like, you know, like a month ago, was it Norway? They were talking about that the government in Norway said, well, the vaccine can cause people to have a fever or nausea. And in Norway, they were considering not giving the vaccine to like very, very ill older people if they couldn't handle the normal side effects of the vaccine. So if someone was ill enough and frail enough that they couldn't even handle getting nausea or a fever, then you could have a normal side effect of the vaccine kill them if they're just so frail they can't even handle that. But I don't know what the deal with Marvin Hagler was. But again, there's been no evidence at all that there are major side effects of the vaccines that are not already known. He was 66. But that is his account. That's the real account. Of Thomas Hearns. No, Tracy Johnson, there's no evidence that the vaccine causes blood clots. That's just wrong. That's just wrong. We've talked about that multiple times. Okay. I have to, in a few minutes, I have to eat something. We've been on the air for a while. 3 hours and 20 minutes. I'm going to have to eat something soon. Dimitri says you can attach royalties to NFTs and generate revenue from all future sales of said NFT. Thank you, Dimitri. So Dimitri seems to be saying that. Oh, I think that happens with the Top Shot stuff. Every time a Top Shot is sold or resold, NBA Top Shot, I believe that the original company gets some money. I don't know, though. Here's an article from consensus.net. I have to read up on this. I don't know, though. Maybe I'm wrong about the Top Shot. Maybe, I don't know how it works with Top Shot. I don't know how it works. That's a good question. I have to read more about that. NFT royalties when they're resold. John Curry. Hey, John Curry, I'm going to have to time you out. No vaccine misinformation. Stop it with the vaccine misinformation. Again, the vaccine is being given to hundreds of millions of people. People die and get sick normally. If you give the vaccine to hundreds of millions of people, some people are going to get sick and die shortly after taking the vaccine because they would have got sick and died anyway. Use your heads, people. Use your heads. Think. It's just unbelievable. Whenever there's these cases where a bunch of people get some kind of negative health effect shortly after taking the vaccine, it's investigated. And not a single time have any of the investigations turned up a causal relationship between the vaccine and any serious health effect besides the normal side effects that have already been openly presented and that like the CDC warns about and says there are these side effects. Okay. By the way, here's Denver Airport. We might do a stream about the snowstorm in Colorado. We might do a stream later on about it. You can see Ashley Michaels posted that of Denver Airport. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We might do a stream later about it. But I'm going to have to eat something soon. So I think we might wrap up this stream shortly. I think it might be time. I think it might be time. All right. So we have been doing this live news roundup, but I really appreciate you guys joining and also all the comments people have been writing in. I'm sorry not to get to every comment, but I appreciate people sending them in, and we will certainly be doing this more. Yeah, I think we're going to maybe do a daylight savings stream tonight too on Lookner channel, if we're not covering something else. So I'm going to eat something. Yeah, I think we might do a stream on Lookner channel covering daylight savings at like 2 a.m. That's this channel right here. That's only on YouTube. So anyways, that's there. And then, if there's big news, we will also might go on Agenda Free TV. On YouTube, my main channel is Agenda Free TV. That's this one. But I appreciate you watching. Also, thanks to everybody who donated. That's really nice of you. Very much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, I like doing the news roundups. It tends to be like kind of a smaller audience because you're not talking about one specific story. But I like doing it. I like jumping around from topic to topic, and also I like kind of we can just kind of discuss stuff. So I'm happy to do it more as long as I can pay my bills by doing it. I'm happy to keep doing it. So I really appreciate the donations. So thank you. If you do want to support with a donation, agendafree.tv is where you can go. Agendafree.tv. And thanks also for the Facebook stars, Lori Rose Herzo. Thank you, Lori Rose, who I thanked earlier. And a big thanks to our moderators. They are awesome. They're all volunteers. Yay, moderators. Thank you, Brenda Triplett. Hey, thank you, Brenda Triplett, by the way. That's very kind of you. Thanks for the sticker. Mark Helton, moderating on YouTube. Thank you, Mark, for moderating there. Also, Linda Belk was moderating there in Periscope. Thank you. I know Bud Green was moderating in Facebook. Thank you, Bud. Our Twitch moderators, Idaho Star, Ellieborn Duxor, Kinpicky, Tariag. Thank you. We covered a lot of different topics today, though, on the news roundup. And so subscribe. This if you're watching on one of the other platforms, it's Agenda Free TV. This is Agenda Free TV 2. The best way to get notifications for any of my channels, the best way to get notifications is sign up for the Discord notifications. If you sign up for the Discord notifications, you will get a notification whenever I'm going live on any of my channels. If you have the Discord app on your phone, it'll pop up on your phone. It's really easy. It's free. The Discord notifications link is at the bottom of the YouTube video description. That's where the link is to the Discord notifications. And also our mods can post that link as well. But sign up. That's the best way to find out when I'm going on the air. Lauren is Quacks missed it. Well, you can rewatch it. Skyla says they need to stop putting it in the news. Yeah, so as Skyla says, what you have is a lot of times you'll have these articles, and these headlines I think are irresponsible. And they'll say like somebody died after taking the vaccine, or a few people got sick after taking the vaccine. That is not news. That's entirely expected. The vaccine's being given to hundreds of millions of people. It is not news that somebody died after taking the vaccine. It's not news that somebody got sick after taking the vaccine. It would be news if nobody died and nobody got sick after taking the vaccine, because people die and get sick all the time. The news would be if the vaccine caused the sickness and caused the death. And inevitably when you read these articles, it doesn't say that. So these articles are irresponsible, and these headlines are irresponsible. They should always say, but no cause has been shown. Frequently you find buried in the article like that the scientists say that they don't believe that the vaccine is actually causing this. It just gets buried, or they don't mention it at all. Okay. Thanks to our viewers. Thank you for watching. Our Facebook viewers, Robin Cherry. Thank you, Robin Cherry. Jeff Curry. Thanks for watching, Jeff. Thanks again, Bud Green, for moderating. Twilla McCord. John W. Hardy. Kathy Calm. Eric Chambers. Myrtle Jack. Myrtle Jack says, I need one of those mugs. I should post the link for these mugs. I'll post it on Facebook. One of our viewers asked in Facebook. I don't know if Myrtle Jack is still watching, but you can get the mugs at Zazzle.com. Zazzle, Z-A-Z-Z-L-E. Where is it? Zazzle.com. They're the mugs. They usually have a coupon too that you can use. So make sure you look around for the coupons. You can search online for different coupons too from Zazzle. Zazzle.com. Gail, I don't know Gail Madriz when I am streaming tonight. We will see. Might do a stream for like at like 1:30 in the morning for daylight savings. We'll see if I stream before that. Thank you, Robert Kennedy, for watching. And all our other Facebook viewers. Thank you to our Twitch viewers. Farah Butte. Tanja Taken Show. Yang Chat, Cuz. Trillion. MHKDK. Shaggy. On the Sidewalk guy. Grace of Darkness. Thank you to on all of our other Twitch viewers. Thank you. Thanks Periscope viewers. Little Boo Radley. Plano Skyla. Tilly Tinman. Andy Twitter. Charlie Bear. Smith in Florida. And our other Periscope viewers. And our YouTube viewers. Ricky Field, Read is Real. Dewey Bueno, Shallow Rider, Meth God, Seize the Day, Rex Monday, Kita, Arizona Jumper, Saint Soulsborn, Brendan Brumond, Grad, Salon Girl, Lithrone, Honey Draskell, Brenda Triplet, Ricky Field, Jennifer Ferry, E. Novak, RV Cruisin', Ruben Urban, Darth Tater, Linda Nielsen, and all our other YouTube viewers, Lithrone, Strange Reverend, Underdog Rising. Oh, thank you too. I also owe a thank you to Sharon Eckhart. Hey, thanks so much, Sharon Eckhart. That's very kind of you. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Sharon Eckhart. Appreciate your support. Katie616, thanks for watching too. Darren Markley. Low Roller Scratcher. June 0130. Oh, Grad likes the pop socket. There's also on Amazon agenda-free TV pop sockets. You can find those on Amazon. And there's also Amazon t-shirts. If you go to Amazon, you look up agenda-free TV, you will find agenda-free TV t-shirts. Free Prime shipping and free returns. And there's also a pop socket on Amazon. I have one of those on my phone. And TeePublic sells merch too. TeePublic, T-E-E Public. They have some shirts of all kinds of colors and makes and varieties and tank tops and sweatshirts and hoodies and stickers and all this stuff. So that's TEE Public. You can check that out too. All right. It is time to wrap this up. And thank you, F35 Lite, for watching too. All right, guys. I got to eat something. I need to eat something now. It's time for me to eat. But we will have more coverage of some sort later. And I if nothing else, I am planning on doing a Lookner stream when it's daylight savings time. Like shortly before 2 in the morning. All right, guys. Thank you, Dewey Bueno, as well. And Patrick Davis, who wants an agenda-free NFT. Maybe one day, agenda-free NFT. Thank you, Patrick. All right, guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching the coverage. Thanks again for our moderators. Thanks for all of your input, all of the comments that you sent in during the broadcast, because this is interactive here, Live News Roundup. So thank you for participating. And also thanks to all the lurkers as well. Thank you, lurkers. And, of course, everybody who donated. Thank you. All right, that's it now. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon with more live coverage here at Agenda Free TV and Agenda Free TV 2.